In today's video, you're going to learn how much I made mining Nervos in 12 days with this CK-Box II. Special thanks to CoinMiningCentral.com for providing this CK-Box II for today's testing. If you guys are on their site and want to buy anything, make sure you use the discount code THEHOBBYISTMINER to save $120 at checkout. What is going on, miners, and welcome back to the Hobbyist Miner channel. Well, today we're going to be talking about my CK-Box II. And if you guys aren't familiar, this is a Nervos miner. And Nervos is a type of cryptocurrency. And it's not as popular as your Dogecoins or your Bitcoins or even Cardano out there. But Nervos has really become very popular and attractive over the last few months. There's been a lot of announcements from other competitor products like Bitmain coming out with some heavy hitting ASICs. And at the end of the day, it's making these pretty significantly profitable. So in today's video, we're going to be looking at a 12-day snapshot of exactly how much Nervos we made during that time with my CK-Box II and how profitable it really was. Okay, so to kick things off, we're going to go ahead and take a look at exactly where this product is from, which is Coin Mining Central. We talked about them at the top of the video. If you come over here, you can go ahead and take a look under the CKB under products, and then you can see here is the Goldshell CK-Box II. Now it's available for shipping throughout, so come on over and take a look at their site. You can see it's discounted from $1,090 down to $484.63. Check down below, discount code for $120 off of this, which is awesome. So looking at things more closely, we can go ahead and take a look. If we scroll down, some stats, some preliminary stats to look at is it mines CK, or should we say Nervos, at 2.1 terahash, or you can go to their low power mode, which mines it at 1.54 terahash. And to give you guys some ideas, if electricity is not as much of a concern for you, you could mine it at the high power mode, which is 400 watts, which kind of, I guess they call it the high hash rate mode. And then the low power mode, which is only at 260 watts. For today's experiment and testing that we did over the last 12 days, we did run it on the hash rate mode. So we were at 2.1 terahash. So this does a quick PSA. This does only have Ethernet. It does not have a wireless connection on it. It's not like all the other gold shells. These are kind of a weird hybrid between like the mini ASICs that you would see coming out of Goldshell and then kind of their mid-size one. This is that weird in between. So keep that in mind when you take a look at it. It is a little bit bigger and it does use significantly more power. You can also tell when you take a look at it, it uses 2 6-pins versus traditionally with your mini ASICs that you get from Goldshell, it only uses 1. All right, so let's take a look at exactly how we did during that 12-day period. So we started our testing on January 27th, 2003 at 9:30 p.m. Eastern exactly. And we ended our testing on February 8th at 9:30 p.m. Eastern exactly. I literally have timers set to do this, and we've given it a few days. It's now the 10th, so we've given it 2 days to allow any payouts to occur, to hit our wallet and everything. So we mined on DXPool. If you guys aren't familiar, I'll put a link directly down below. And as you guys can see, we have 0 hash rate, nothing within the last hour. We have nothing active. It's not showing us anything over here for my activity. So I wanted to make sure everything cleared before we did all of our testing and looked at our metrics. Now, if we go over and look at manage, you can see that we have 1 box in here that is dead. It hasn't been online. You can see, look at that. February 8th at 9:31 to be exact when we shut it down. So I got it just close enough there. From a profits perspective, we're going to take a deeper dive look at this. I got a spreadsheet set up to show you guys, but you guys can see that we were getting paid out here about 300-ish, right around there per day of Nervos. And we're going to get into more detail in just a minute. Now, I wanted to show you guys my wallet and exactly my total to show complete transparency with this. So here is my wallet. I'm using the Nervos wallet, and you guys can see it's on a virtual machine. I'm going to zoom in because it's a little hard to show with the virtual machine, but in total during our 12-day experiment, we mined 3,712 CKB or Nervos. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the breakdown and exactly how much we made per day as well as total. You know, we talked about 3,712, right? Let's see what everything calculates out and averages to, how much money that is. And the last thing we're going to take a look at is what would happen if this was at Nervos's all-time high. You guys might have to start to be concerned. I've had several of my last videos all have spreadsheets in them. Start calling me 𝗟𝗵𝗲𝗆. So taking a look here, I put together the spreadsheet. What I do is I exported all of the payouts per day. So let's go ahead and run through it. So we're going to start in the top right-hand corner. Our start date, January 27th, 2023 at 9:30. Our end date on February 8th, 2023 at 9:30. A total of 12 days. At the time of recording this video, which is February 10th, CKB is worth 0.0037185.4. The all-time high for CKB was back on March 31st, 2021, which was pretty much 4 cents at that time. So let's take a look. So we had several payouts here. Our first payout wasn't until the 29th. Just the way that the pool worked and balances and everything and getting paid from the day before. So our first payout was significantly higher. This wasn't one day. This was multiple days rolled in before we actually earned enough to get that first payout on DX pool. So that first payout, don't consider for one day, but that first payout was 598 Nervos, which came to $2.23. Now, let's look at the rest of the days because those are much more accurate. So every day we were receiving a payout, and you can see it started about 319 and 324, 314. So all the way down all over the place a little bit here and there. You can see it actually started to trail downward. If you look at that, the first few days they were up there and then started to trail downward. I bet you if we looked at difficulty, you would see the difficulty started to increase overall with more miners coming on the network. But you can see as time goes on, you know, we're about $1.19, $1.21, $1.17, $1.21, $1.20, and then we start to get down to $1.12, $1.13, $1.13, $1.10, $1.12. So there's definitely some commonalities here. Now, if you take a look at our total amount, there it is right there, exactly what we got in our wallet, 3,712 Nervos in a 12-day period, which in 12 days, we earned $13.80 based off of the current value, but I'm not cashing it out. It's sitting in my wallet still. So that dollar value is a nice to know, but it really, there's no profit there. There's no profit until I literally cash it out on an exchange. So I'm not considering it profit, but we'll throw some dollar numbers up there because I know you guys like that. So let's take a look at some metrics there. Our average per day was $1.15 during that time period. Now, I didn't base it off of like coming out with that average up there. I went ahead and took the 13.80 and divided it by 12 days. Then for the projected per month on a 30-day month was $34.51. And per year, it was based off of $414.12. So there's some metrics to give you guys some ideas as to kind of where it sits. Now, this is without electricity in mind. I did not include electricity because everyone's electric rates are different. And like some people are at 7 cents. And then you got other people on the other side of the United States are at 40 cents. And over in Europe, 60 cents. Or like, I hate to just give you guys numbers with electric in mind because it's so all over the place. So take a look and figure it out for yourself when you remove electricity costs. So let's say that Nervos, and this is just a fun experiment. Let's say Nervos was at its all-time high. Just a fun experiment, guys. Not to say it'll ever get back here again. Maybe, maybe not. March 31st, 2023 was at 4 cents. So if we base it off of that, I took all the same numbers there, and that you guys can see that at that point, over that 12-day period, we would have made $162.25, giving us an average per day of $13.52, which would have been awesome. Per month, $405. Per year, $4,800. That's crazy. Now, I give these metrics because I think it's fun and also interesting and curious to see, okay, we're in a bear market right now, and like we can see how little it makes on the left-hand side, right? But then it's like, okay, if we buy this in the bear market at cheaper pricing, we saw the price like 480 or something like that on Coin Mining Central, and then we go ahead and we consider the fact of like, okay, if we're mining with this now and just letting it run, set it and forget it, and then the bull market returns, holy cow, we're already going to be sitting very comfortably. We already have the unit. It's been mining. We've been building our bags. That's my mindset. My mindset is buy hardware during the bear market, let it run, build my bags, and then holy cow, if it returns back to even half of the all-time high, I am super happy based off of some of those metrics. And then we'll talk about maybe moving it to an exchange and cashing it out when it's worth significantly more. But now, not a chance. I'm just going to let it build in my bags. So the CK-Box II, it actually isn't too bad. I mean, when you take a look at some of the metrics there regarding the cost of these units, I mean, the 480, if you minus things out there, you'll be down to what, 360 if you use my discount code. At the end of the day, you're spec mining, right? You're not going to be buying this box, at least this CK-Box II, at least I don't think you are, buying it, setting it up, mining with it, hitting your wallet every day, and then cashing out that 300 Nervos every single day on exchange. I think this is more of a spec mining move, but I'd love to hear from you guys. Leave a comment and let me know, what is your strategy right now with mining, especially with some of these smaller box miners? All right, guys, so that is going to wrap things up for this short video today. What do you think about the CK-Box II? Have you guys purchased one? What's been your experience? Do you have your eyes on this Nervos miner? Leave me a comment down below. I'd love to learn. In addition to that, if you guys are in the market for this ASIC or any other ASIC, go over to coinminingsentral.com. I'll put a link directly down below and give them some love. They went ahead and provided this for today's testing, so I do appreciate their support. In addition to that, I've partnered with them to get you guys a $120 discount code. Check the link directly down below. Other than that, that's it, guys. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time.